after you put it there. So everyone who's observing you clearly sees that you're not preparing the banks of this hole for planting. You're not spreading out the earth to have soft earth on your field for planting. You took it out of your property. But now you can't leave it in the public domain. However, Rabbi Kiva absolutely not. Rabbi Kiva kederech she'ein mikalkelim b'reshus harabim, kach lo yisakin. So he says two things. Number one, this solution is a non-acceptable solution. Why? Because even though your intent is to leave it there only temporarily, you're not allowed to put even temporarily a hindrance, a boil b'reshus harabim. And more than that, what happens if there is already spread out in the Reshus Harabim, let's say piles of earth, and you want to clear it out? One would think that you would be allowed to first gather all of the piles into one pile in the side of the Reshus Harabim. So instead of you having 10 little issues, you're making one large issue into a private domain. Even that may not be done. In other words, whenever you are addressing a boyd with a Reshus Harabim, you have to right away resolve it. Even if it's already there, that's the next line. Kach lo yisaken, that's what the Marafulda explains. If you have offer, I'm reading inside the Marafulda. Kach lo yisaken, around 16 lines from the top. Not only the way you, Rabbi Yeshua says, you're not allowed to put there even temporarily the earth that you removed from your field. Why should we calculate kach Reshus Harabim? Even though your kavan is right away to take it back into your private domain, but if you put it there for a moment, we're so careful regarding a bird with a Reshus Harabim, says Rabbi Kiva. If you already have earth or stones spread out in the Reshus Harabim, you would think first clear it out to one corner in the Reshus Harabim, and you can argue you're doing something good. No, you're not. Even that may not be done. And take it out liyam, or take it out lenor, or if you want to bring it into your private domain, you can do that as well if it's ownerless. But we're very careful when it comes to even allowing a temporary potential damaging item. Don't forget, a boyd, I know we're using the boyd, means a pit, but it doesn't mean, as we learned in Bava Kama, a boyd is any type of obstacle that could create damage in Reshus Harabim. Now we have a problem according to Rabbi Akiva. So yeah, you could build a wall between you and the public domain. But now, so he says like a solution. We learned basically in this Pedic two topics. One is about fertilizing, and one is about stones. So let's go back to the first topic. And what did we learn over there? That if you make in every base of 2,500 square amas, if you make 3 piles, by the Zebel, we spoke about the 10 mashpelos in each pile, and that makes it evident that you're not doing it lizabel, your property. The same thing with the earth. Earth is good to have in your field, like a soft earth that you dug up if you're putting down a very thin layer. Once you make very large piles of earth, it's clear that you're only storing it there because you removed it from digging, in our case, digging the foundation for a wall. So you are only allowed to pile it in your field. 3 heaps in a besa. And that addresses the Marasayin. This is Gaval. And now, finally concludes the Mishnah, or Shia, or Ma'ara, whoever is digging any type of pit in the Reshus Harabim, and this is not speaking about Shvi'is, we're speaking about in general. So even when you have permission to dig these types of, let's say, water reservoirs or other storage areas, you have a problem of what to do with the earth. So here also we have a machlekes Rabbi Yeshua and Rabbi Akiva. Rabbi Yeshua will hold, you can put it on the side, dig the hole the way you normally dig it. Put the earth on the side of the hole and make a big pile with the intent not of leaving it there, but after you finish making the hole, then you remove it to a place where it won't damage anyone. You remove it out of the Reshus Harabim. Says Rabbi Akiva, you can't do it even for a moment. So you have to, you take a shovel and you have to right away take it out of the Rosh Hashanah, and you have to come back and take your next shovel full, etc. Okay, says the Gemara. The Gemara is referring back to the first part of the Mishnah. Okay, and as we mentioned today, that all of the restrictions of Marasayin is only when you are clearing out your field. If I am clearing out someone else's field, I can take all the stones and pebbles all the way down until the ground. So that's the pshat in our Mishnah, that where don't you have to take it? Where don't you have that limitation? Where are you allowed to take all of the stones, even the ones laying on the ground, from your field? That's Avnei Kasev. And when the Mishnah adds the second exception, the Kublan, let's go not with the Oris, let's go with the contractor. Maybe Mikol Makim means that even if the stones are smaller than Avnei Kasev, and you're taking it out of your field, you're taking down little pebbles. Here again, since you are a contractor, you are allowed to take it. So the restrictions we learned above is for a non-contractor. And now the Gemara is referring back to the Mishnah. So you're building a wall, and you're allowed to do it. The chiddush of the Mishnah is that no one will suspect you of hoeing or plowing, because it's evident that you are building a wall. So says the Gemara that you are indeed allowed to do it. That's only if, like we mentioned, you are putting up a wall between your domain and the public domain, because if people you feel freely, not when they're harvesting your fruits, but sauce. But if a person has or if they didn't have a wall and they want to erect a wall between their property and the neighbor's property, also b'shviz, that will be prohibited. It's going to be awesome. And why is that? You're having a loss. You're having a loss. So if you remembered, we just spoke out that from the 5 hetanim that allow you to work on Chol Moed, you have the Davar Ha'avei,